The second weekend of Summerfest wrapping up Saturday night. One more weekend to go, and now nearing the end of the final act for longtime CEO Don Smiley.
Smiley has been at the helm of what's coined the world's largest music festival for 2 decades, and he's talking with our Patrick Palantonio about the increasing competition to book the biggest gigs.
Was that your vision when you came in to transform the grounds?
It was, and that's what really interested me about the position, was the ability to transform the grounds. Because Bob was here, and he's a music professional, and while I had booked bands in the past in my former life in South Florida, Bob was here and booking bands for all those years, so I figured that end of the business was covered, and I could focus on the business side and the infrastructure side and rebuild this park, which it really needed. I mean, when you look at our gates, our South Gate, our Mid Gate, our North Gate, and all the box offices now versus what it looked like 20 years ago, you would never recognize this place. I mean, it looks like Disney World out there versus what it was prior. The amphitheater has taken on a total transformation. We would not be able to book the bands that we book in the amphitheater without the rehab of the amphitheater. So all of that stuff matters. I mean, the bar has really been raised as far as venues and infrastructure.
Why do you see that as being important to Summerfest, not only present, but moving forward?
Because the competition that we face is pretty grueling. It's a worldwide competition. Plus, the competition in the market is pretty tough. And you know, I think that when bands, artists, band management, agents, they travel around the world and they see all different venues, I mean, you have to measure up to what's going on out there in the world. And when Fiserv Forum was built, I mean, it really raised everyone's bar. I remember back in the days at the Bradley Center, there weren't nearly as many shows at the Bradley Center as there is at Fiserv Forum, which is a good thing. All of those bands are coming through the market, and it gives all of the music fans in the area, in the region, a chance to see those bands. So it's a good thing, but you have to keep up.
How much has been invested on the grounds in your 20 years?
$161,750,000. You
have that number down.
I do. I mean, when you go out and raise it, you keep track of it. So all of that's privately raised. And obviously I didn't do all that on my own. Sarah was involved, and Kevin and other folks within our organization. It's been a big team effort. Can't do stuff like that on your own. It takes a very in touch and a board that really buys into your plan, sponsors who are willing to sponsor, and that's how we're able to keep our ticket prices low, is because of the sponsors and everything that they put in to this festival, whether it's capital or whether it's a sponsorship fee. The numbers that we've seen so far for 23 in our 55th anniversary are just outstanding. Sponsorships are up. Group sales, which is an advanced sale of the ticket, that's up. That was really difficult to do in the pandemic years because no one was in their office. So there was really no one to call or no one to use the ticket. So that whether you're talking about Major League Baseball or basketball or football, group sales is a big category, and it hurt us for those pandemic years. Now that's turned around and that's come back. So we're encouraged by what we see for 23.
When you look at the last 20 years and you think about winding down now at this point, what do you think your legacy is here?
I don't know. I've not thought about legacy. I mean, legacy makes me, it sounds like, okay, he's gone and dead. I have no idea. That'll be left to someone else, I guess, to figure that out and what happened or what didn't happen. But it's been a pretty good 20 years.
So Smiley will officially step down at the end of the year. As part of the transition last year, Sarah Pancheri was named president of Milwaukee World Festival, Inc.
Up next, the governor's next move.